Today we're going to be learning about place value. As always, if you are following along and taking notes and you need to pause, feel free to pause the video at any time. Let's get going. We have a couple vocabulary words for you today. We have digit, and a digit is any symbol used to write a whole number. And then what is place value? Well, the place value is the value given to a digit by its place in a number. So today we're going to be working with place value charts and kind of how numbers are broken up are in groups of 3 or periods of 3. So today in our place value chart we have the ones period and we have the thousands period. And when you're reading the number to find its like place value and its digit, you're going to be going from right to left. So in this number we have 184,000 because it's in the thousands period. 372 because it's in the ones period. So let's go from right to left. The 2 is going to be in the ones place in the ones period. The 7 is going to be in the tens place in the ones period. And the 3 is going to be in the hundreds place in the ones period. And that you're going to see that through all the periods. So in the thousands period, we have the 4 in the ones period or the 1000s period. We have the 8 in the tens period or the 10,000s place. And we have the 1 in the hundreds place or the 100,000s place. So that is how it's going to look. You just have the ones periods, then you have the thousands periods, and you have the millions periods if we were to continue going left and getting larger numbers. So now what our task is to do is we're given a number, 136,529. We need to place it into our place value chart. So let's just go from right to left. Our 9 is in the ones place, so we're going to place that in the ones place in the ones period. The 2 is in the tens place, and we're going to place that in the tens place in the ones period. The 5 is in the hundreds place, and we're going to place that in the hundreds place in the ones period. And we're just going to continue to go from right to left. So our 6 is in the 1000s place. Our 3 is in the tens thousands place, and the 1 is in the 100,000s place. Okay. So how do we find like the value of these? So in this case, we have the number 527,138. And what this kind of actually means is when you look at this 8 here, the 8 has a value of 8 because it's in the ones place. You're going to do 8 times 1 to get its value, and you get 8. If we keep moving left, we go to the 3. The 3 is in the tens place. So we're going to do 3 times 10, which is 30, to give it a value of 30. So maybe I write these here. Its value is 8. We have our value of 30. There's a 1 in the hundreds place, so we're going to do 1 times 100, and it's going to give us a value of 100. Now when we get to the thousands, what you can kind of do is you can kind of look at the digits, so the 7, and we can see we have our 7 here, and then we have 3 places afterwards, so we know we're going to times it by 1 with 3 zeros, or 1,000. So we take our 7, we times it by 1,000, and we get 7,000 for its value. Okay, so we can do that again with our 2 here in the tens 10,000s place. So we look at our 2, we have our 2 here, and it's followed by 4 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know we're going to be multiplying it by 10,000. So we do 2 times 10,000, and we get 20,000. And then we look at our 5, which is in the 100,000s place. The same thing. We take our 5, and we count how many digits are behind it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know it's 100,000 because it's 6 digits total with that 5. So we do 5 times 100,000, and we get 500,000. Okay, so that's how we know what their value is. And then when you read it, you read from left to right. 500, because it's in the hundreds place, 527,000, because it's in the thousands period, 138. Okay, and lastly, we're going to try and find some of these values. So let's start with the orange one. The orange is a 2. It's in the tens place in the thousands, so it's in the 10,000s place. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 2, and we're going to multiply it by, we're going to count how many digits. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 2 times a 1 with, and we're going to follow that with a 0 here, a 0 here, 0 here, and a 0 here. So we're going to do 2 times 10,000 because it's in the 10,000s place. So we do 2 times 1, which is 2, and we add those 5 or 4 zeros. And we make sure we add our comma. So we know that it has a value of 20,000. Okay, if we look at the blue one, we have another 2. Okay, and it is going to be in the hundreds place in the ones. So we get our 1 followed by 2 zeros. So we're going to do 2 times 100, which equals 2 times 1 is 2. Add our 2 zeros. We get 200. And last, we'll find the 4, which is in the green. So we're going to take our 4, and we're going to multiply it by a 1 here. Add 0, 1, 2, 3. So 1,000. 4 times 1,000. So we get 4 times 1, which equals 4. Add our 3 zeros, and we get a value of 4,000. So if you have any questions or anything about place value, please comment down below, or if you have suggestions for another video, please comment down below. You can always check out on the socials, Instagram and Twitter, and you guys have a good one.